So the good thing about going to Yahoo, when you at ESPN, ESPN is big. It's fine. Everybody considers them the whatever they are, the head honchos. But when you at ESPN, when you a salary ESPN employee, they have you for writing, they have you for TV, they have you for radio, all within the same contract.
Mm.
Yahoo is just a writing platform. So think about this. I earned more money with Yahoo, just a writing platform, which allowed me to still go get a TV deal. And that's when Skip Bayless and Shannon called me to come do Undisputed with them.
Mhm.
So I had a TV deal, I had my Yahoo deal, and I had some other stuff going on. So it was just a great situation.
Yeah.
And that's when my time at Yahoo, that's when my career like really just took off right there. And so I've been national ever since 2018, I believe. Yeah, 2018.
Dang, so you're like 5 years in.
Yeah,
like,
5 years in.
Killing
National.
it, killing it,
Yeah.
killing it.
I appreciate
Dang,
it, bro.
that's tough.
Yeah.
Who would you say like with players? Because it is important building relationships with the people because they got to trust you with the stuff. Who was the first player you would say gave you your big break? Would it be Dame? You would say?
Yeah, for sure. Dame was the one that gave me that, put me on the map because his career just took off like that.
Yeah,
Like,
it was
bro, I
quick.
remember, he made the All-Star team the second year, but he came in like doing crazy stuff. But for the city of Portland, they're not used to. I'm not calling Dame flamboyant, but he's a player that, like, Brandon Roy was good. Don't get me wrong, Brandon Roy was good, but his stardom didn't really surpass the Pacific Northwest area.
Yeah.
Dame he raps. You know what I mean? He has a explosive game. He's a big bucket getter. He was a clutch guy like early on.
Mhm.
And so there was like a lot of appeal to him. And then I remember my not first big, but the one significant news break that I got off of Dame. It was his second year in the league. One of the biggest ones aside from me breaking, he requested a trade. He was the first player ever, and I believe still is the first player ever, to participate. I broke that he was going to do it. He got selected to the All-Star game, so he's going to do that. He agreed to do the three-point contest. He agreed to do the dunk contest. He agreed to do the skills challenge and the rookie game. He's the only one to do all 5 events at All-Star weekend. He's still the only one. Rookie game, three-point contest, dunk contest, skills challenge, and All-Star game. I broke that. Boom. It was just like, you know what I mean? He's just a polarized. And then that dude, like, he ended up a few years ago, he rapped the halftime performance at the All-Star game.
Mm.
So he's just a polarizing guy. And so being able to cover him is like when he rose, I rose.
Mm.
Because I was like the go-to guy for him.
Mm.
And so he helped me. Then LeBron, when I covered the Cavs, LeBron took me to another level because one thing about players, they talk.
Yeah.
Word of mouth, they talk. So they talk about, man, don't mess with this reporter. Don't talk around him. Talk around him, he gonna put it out there. But you know what I mean? Like they talk amongst themselves. And I remember when I was covering LeBron, I didn't have all these relationships with all these big players like I do now. But after covering LeBron, I would notice that when I go to certain arenas, the players would come up to me, hey, Chris, what's up? What's up? I just started noticing that. Players that I've never, I've known John Wall, know Chris Paul, I know them, but I didn't think they knew me because I never had a conversation with them really like that.
Mm.
And I just would notice that. And I'm like, damn.
You got pulled.
Yeah, like,
Real
damn.
pulled. Yeah. You got pulled.
Like, wow, bro. Like,
You got pulled.
so I've always, man, like, teams and players, they're not going to like everything you write. But, man, I'm a solid dude, bro. Like, all the players know that. I can't say I get along with everybody. I can't say I haven't had no confrontation with anybody because I have.
Yeah.
That happens in this industry. But, man, I'm a solid dude straight up, and they know I'm as real as it comes, and they respect that. And it takes, I'm always appreciative of Dame, C.J. McCollum, Marcus Aldridge, LeBron, KD, Steph, like all the people I've covered over, like I've covered Hall of Famers, man, like as a beat writer. You know what I'm saying? Like that's again where I come from, bro.
Mm. It's
To
big.
saying doing that, man, like I don't take none of this for granted, man. I don't take none of all these hotels, like when we're traveling on the road, the nice hotels, the lifestyle, I don't take none of it for granted. I tell my wife all the time, I tell my kids, because I travel with them a lot around. I said, don't y'all take any of this for granted.
Mm-hmm.
We were on welfare for up until I was 28.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Food stamps. You know what I mean? Like, it tripped me out when I started making money. It felt weird actually going to a grocery store and paying with cash. You know what I mean? Like, it was a weird feeling, bro. Like, we shouldn't be doing this. Am I right, man? It's your money now. Because usually, you put the food stamps or you have your EBT card, and then you use your cash for, like, other stuff, not for groceries.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, damn, now we got to really pay attention, like, how much groceries we get. I'm paying cash now. So, like, bro, like, I don't take none of this for granted, man. I don't take none of it for granted, man. So that's why it's important, like, to be solid as you can, work your tail off, and most importantly, man, just know that there are other roles out there for you, man. Don't limit yourself.
We got to talk hoop questions.
Yeah,
you have to, before
Let's
you
go.
go. I don't know it's time you got.
You sure?
But
Go
yeah,
ahead.
we'll be so. Who do you think? Well, I should ask you because you're around it. So who do you think? Who do you feel like is like who would you say is some of the most underrated players currently who are like in or out the league? Like in your opinion, from what you've seen.
In or out the league?
Yeah, in or out the league.
I had Donovan Mitchell on my pod a week ago or so, and he was like, SGA is the toughest guy to guard.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he was going to say Steph or somebody else. He said SGA is the toughest guy to guard by far. Underrated. Anthony Edwards, I believe, is a little underrated.
Mm-hmm.
Let me give you underrated that's not in the league. I think John Wall, and as we record right now, he has a workout today.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go check him out. John Wall's talent is still there.
Yeah.
But obviously not as athletic as he used to be. But, I think he's in a great space mentally of understanding that maybe some of the things that he's done or said in the past he can't do anymore now that he's going to be a complimentary player.
Yeah.
He's not, I ain't going to say no longer a star player, but, he has to get his way back in. And I think people are sleeping on him. So hopefully he can shine in that workout and show people he can still contribute.
Because you started at a small market with the Portland. Why do you think small market teams don't get as much like media attention? Like even if they have like a star player like OKC, so KD. He I think not until like his 4th or 5th year he didn't really get a lot of, I would say, attention until they started winning. Why do you think small market teams don't get as much?
The main reason is a small market, so less visibility and less exposure. So that's part of it. And also it could be your team, just the way it's designed. Like, is your team polarizing? Is that brand of basketball something that's going to resonate with the country?
Mm-hmm.
Also, your time zone.
Yeah.
So it was a tough time zone for Denver. Like, see, Denver is an hour ahead of California, so 2 hours back of New York. Like, certain time zones are a tough draw for people, for the country. Especially when you talk about the country, it's always catering to the East Coast. It's like how what's best for them. So that's part of it as well, the time zone. And then it's not all about the media as far as like our coverage.
Yeah.
A lot of it is the players themselves. They want to get to the LAs, the Miamis, the New Yorks, the Texas.
Yeah.
And so often when they get there, okay, it's more media coverage, it's more exposure, there's more commercials, so that plays into it. So it's tough, but look, you look at Giannis over in Milwaukee, small market team. Him being there, raising them to a level of where they're one of the most elite teams out there in the league. But they still, that visibility is still not like, it ain't like an average Laker team is probably going to draw more than a really good Milwaukee Bucks team.
Yeah, that's true.
Because you're in the LA market, especially you got LeBron, Like LeBron just draws. Like LeBron and Lakers coming together is just like ratings gold. So there's different. There's time zones. There's again small market, less media, less exposure. Um, there's a bunch of different reasons why.